Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about checking for square. Whenever you go to build a house, you want to make sure that everything is square. You start with the footings and the foundations, you make sure that they're square, and then as you go up, everything hopefully will stay square. But how do you check for square? How do you get a square corner on a slab? Generally there's two methods for checking for square. The first one is the cross corner method, which means that if you have a rectangular or a square, it has to be in those shapes, and if you measure across from corner to corner and then measure from the other corner, if the numbers are the same, you're square. If the numbers are different, then you have to adjust to get square, okay? So if you're off by, let's say you have 102 3/4 inches and the other one reads 102 1/4 inch, okay? That means you're off by a 1/2 inch. So what you're going to do is you're going to move one of the sides, not a 1/2 inch, but half of that, because in the end, if you take half and take it from this one and add it to this one, you're going to end up with 102 1/2. So measuring across corners, with this measurement and this measurement, I should move them until I get this measurement, okay? It's right in between these two numbers. Between 102 3/4 and 102 1/4 is 102 1/2. So that's the number I would shoot for. Okay, so measuring cross corners, make sure you get the same measurement. Okay, now the other method is the 3-4-5 method. Now this one works if you don't have a rectangular or a square. So let's say I wanted to square this wall up, this corner right here, and I have something that runs like this. Okay, now I can't go across corners because those corners aren't the same. I guess you could come down here and measure for this and then measure from that point to that point and that point to that point. That would work for the corner method over here, the cross corner method. But I don't have to do that. All I have to do is use the 3-4-5 method, which is Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, so what I do is from this corner I'll measure over one side 3 feet, I'll measure down the other side 4 feet, and then I'll measure from that point to that point, and it should be 5 feet. Okay, that's the 3-4-5 method. Now you can use other numbers besides 3, 4, and 5. If you want to check it more than once and you want to check it further down, all you have to do is multiply each number by the same thing and do it again. So if I took 3 times 2 and 4 times 2 and 5 times 2, then I would get 6, 8, 10. So 6 squared plus 8 squared equals 10 squared. So that's 36 plus 64 equals 100. Okay, so 6, 8, 10 would work. So then I would measure down 6 feet, 8 feet. This would be, 10 feet. All right. Then if I wanted to do again, I could multiply them all by 3. 3 times 3, 4 times 3, 5 times 3, and I would get 9, 12, 15. So if you take 9 squared plus 12 squared, you'll get 15 squared. So this is 81 and 144, and this is 225. So 144 and 81 gives me 125, or 225, excuse me. So then I would measure 9, 12, and this distance across here would be 15. That way I know that by measuring more than one place that this wall is straight and that wall is straight. and then it makes a nice 90-degree corner, okay? So it'll be 90 degrees. So, those are the two methods for checking for square. So cross corner method, measuring across, they have to be the same, or the ABC method, or most people call it the 3, 4, 5. So you go 3, 4, 5, or 6, 8, 10, or 9, 12, 15. And you can check it at different places along there. Okay? So, two methods for checking for square.